So the next one is also a Spassky-Petrosyan game, but this one was won by Spassky. This one was played in a game between the World Championship matches, so not one of the World Championship games. So this one is already slightly more tricky, and white to move. And I think you should expect to take a minute here or two. Miro, do you know this position?
Not really.
No, this is less known because it was
enough.
No, but it's also less known because it was not played in a match. I think it's from like Soviet Union team championship between the matches. Spassky won this one. White obviously has a good position, but to actually finish black off, he needs to show some degree of awareness, tactical ingenuity. Such a long word, yeah, difficult.
So far, I can see, I mean, by the answers in the chat, I can see that a lot of people are familiar with more recent World Championship matches. Namely Magnus Carlsen against Karyakin match, and namely the tiebreak of Magnus Carlsen against Sergei Karyakin, because everyone wants to sacrifice the queen on a6. And as much as it is a nice move, but if black takes with the pawn, I personally don't see how you're planning to continue.
It is a great idea, right? It's really, really ingenious. I mean, it's actually, it's a pity, right? I mean, this would be a lovely mate. It is a mate, right?
Yep.
But unfortunately, b takes a6, and check is not what we want. But a lovely idea, and a good implementation of what we just learned. You look at all the checks, at all the captures, and you know they might work. But this one just doesn't.
So that's basically the first move you look at because it is a check and the capture at the same time.
I think you should look at knight c6, knight b5, rook a8, queen a6 in this order. So first try to, maybe to sacrifice a knight. It's more likely to work, right? Knight c6, knight b5, and then maybe rook a8, see how it goes. And then whilst doing this, you will also understand one thing. The black king has no moves. Black king has no moves, which gives us an idea, right? Any check will be made at any cost. This is already like a good starting point for analyzing tactics.
Yeah, and I think we have correct answer flow from at least 3 people. There is even a funnier idea to go queen b5. Yeah, okay, but once again, the problem is the capture. They take on b5 with the pawn, right?
So, well, Spassky did go b5, but this is not the end of the story, because after b5, white threatens b6 mate, and after ab knight b5, we kind of give mate without sacrificing or without much trouble. But black can, and in fact has in the game, play take b4, which sort of covers the b6 check, because now black can capture on bishop on b6 with the bishop, yeah. So b6 bishop b6 is not what we want. So b5 doesn't really finish him off yet, and we need to calculate a little bit more.
Once again, move with a check. We tried b6, it doesn't work. We might want to try rook a8, it doesn't work. And then, yeah, queen d4.
Queen d4 is correct, yes, rook d4, b6. Once again, it's not very difficult, but it requires certain discipline. It's very easy to see bishop takes d4, and it's easy to see that cd, rook e2, or queen b4, black starts giving checks and abandon this. So once again, to kind of look at every check actually proves like a good technique.